Okay, let's start with some warm-up moves. You can place the hands to the shoulders and circling the elbows in a wide open circle. If possible, moving the elbows together in the front and then open wide to the sides. After a few rounds, changing direction, rolling also the other way. Warming up the shoulders, chest, all of the upper body. And freeing up the hands from the shoulders, inhaling, lifting the arms, exhaling and out to the sides. Lifting as you inhale, reaching to the fingertips, lowering as you exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Moving with the breath, smooth and flowing. Then changing direction, opening from the heart, inhale, expand, and then lift. Exhaling smoothly down the front. Reaching out all the way to the fingertips on inhalation, and one more time. Inhaling, lifting the arms by the side of the ears. Exhaling, bending the knees and swinging out to the arms freely by the side of the body. Swing out all the tensions in the arms and shoulders, lungs and the chest. And one more time. And shaking out the hands to warm up wrists. Locking the fingers and slowly circling around the wrist. And slowing down, locking the fingers the other way, and also changing direction. Rolling a few times both ways. Next to the shoulders, inhaling, lifting the shoulders high up. Exhaling, suddenly dropping all the way. Releasing all tensions. And one more time. Next, rolling with the knees, moving the feet slightly closer, carefully without pressing down all the knees. Using the hands for support. Warming up the knees and the legs. Next time in the front, slowing down and changing direction. Rolling with the knees a few times both ways. Trying to keep the feet flat on the ground for better balance. And then the swinging move to warm up the spine. Coming to the right in the horse pose. Completely relaxing the arms, tucking the tailbone to strengthen the lower back. Just take care of the feet. So pressing with the feet and let go of the arms. The arms freely swing around the body. And gently slapping from side to side. Pressing with the feet, keeping the legs strong, but the arms fully relaxed. As we're swinging from side to side, we are warming up the spine, vertebra by vertebra. For the next move, watching the shoulders, lifting the arms a little bit higher, level to the ground, a little bit stronger swing. Slowing down the swinging move, finding the balance in the center, and slowly coming into the forward bend, sliding down from the knees towards the ankles, relaxing the head. With the hands into fists, chopping behind the upper legs, warming up the hamstrings, chopping up and down a few times. A little bit higher by the side of the hips and the buttocks. And carefully by the side of the spine, relaxing the lower back. Carefully not to hit the spine, only by the sides. And then reversing the moves, avoiding the bones, talking only over the muscles. Finally holding the elbows in the front, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the head. Exhaling long and deep. Changing the hands, holding the elbows the other way. Slowly start swinging from side to side, shifting the weight from one foot towards the other. Then slowing down with the swinging move, finding the balance in the center, And the standing twist, placing the right hand to the left foot, inhaling, reaching out to the left arm, looking up towards the ceiling. Remember the breathing, never hold the breath. Changing to the other side, opening from the shoulder, stretching all the way to the fingertips. Coming to the front, placing the hands by the side of the hips, fingers pointed forward. Inhaling, slowly circling with the upper body, looking up at the ceiling. Exhaling down the front. And the second time, circling around the hips, watching the lower back. Next time in the front, slowly down, fully exhale and changing direction. So we are rolling twice both ways. One more time to the front. And then into the squatting pose. Placing the hands to the floor, opening the toes wider than the heels. A few times moving from heel to heel, the half squat. Shifting the weight from one heel to the other. When you feel warmed up for the full squat, coming down on both heels. The palms together in front of the chest. Now check if the shoulders are wide open, opening the shoulders, expanding the chest. And you want to stand up, pulling from the hands, pressing from the feet, coming up to the back straight, and the tiptoe balance, standing up high on the toes. Try to relax the shoulders, looking at one point on the ground for a better balance. One more breath, inhaling, lifting to the maximum as high as possible, and relax. One last warming up movement before the salutations, the side stretch, reaching out with the right arm, and slowly sliding to the side. Gently stretching the right side of the body. Take care not to overstretch. Changing with the left arm. Inhale. Exhaling, stretching the other side. Then coming to the front of the mat, and for the salutations to the sun, finding the balance in the center, stepping with the feet to the center, hands in a prayer pose, front to the heart. Inhaling, standing tall and straight, opening the chest. Exhaling, relaxing the shoulders. Finding the balance in the center. Greeting the sun with a chant, Om Surya Namaha. Let's take a deep breath. Om Surya Namaha. Relaxing the arms, inhaling, reaching up high, standing tall as a mountain. Exhaling, moving the arms out to the side, coming down with the back straight into forward bend, Uttanasana pose. Bend your knees, look up, right leg stepping back, the high lunge, inhale, open the chest. Exhaling, palms on the ground, stepping back into the plank pose, Palankasana. Keeping the weight, same weight on the left and the right hands, open the shoulders. Next exhalation, knees on the floor, table pose, sliding back into the rabbit, Shashanakasana, fully stretching the spine, sitting on the heels. Inhaling, sliding forward, the easy cobra. Open the chest, turning the toes and the downward facing dog. You can move a few times, walking on steps, left and the right heels, stretching one leg at a time. Maybe both heels together, lifting the heels, bending the knees, open the shoulders, stretch the spine. Then straighten the legs and the full pose, moving the heels to the ground without forcing. Keep pressing from the hands, opening the shoulders, and relaxing the head. One more breath in the dog pose. Now with the right leg, inhaling, lifting the right leg high up, opening the hips. Exhaling, swinging to the front between the hands. Open the chest, inhale, look up. Exhaling, stepping forward into Uttanasana, all the way out to the lungs. Coming up with the back straight, pressing the ground away with the feet. Finishing the first round in Samastiti, prayer pose, front of the heart. And the second round, again, let's take a deep breath. Om Surya Namaha. Relaxing the arms, inhaling, reaching up high, standing tall as a mountain. Exhaling, coming into forward bend, Uttanasana pose. Bend the knees, look up, and the left leg stepping back. Inhale the high lunge, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, looking down, and the plank pose, Palankasana. Tucking in the tailbone to protect the lower back. Pulling up the kneecaps slightly to straighten the legs. Breathing into the pose. Next exhalation, table posture. Keep sliding back into the rabbit on full exhalation. Then lower the forehead to the ground. Inhaling, sliding forward, the easy cobra. Take care of the lower back. Exhaling, turning the toes and downward facing dog posture. Again, walking 3,000 steps, left and the right heels. Using both heels together, bending the knees, open the shoulders, stretching the legs and moving the heels down to the floor. Keep pressing with the hands, opening the shoulders, lifting the hips and lowering the heels. One more breath. Then with the left leg, lifting the left leg high up, inhale. Exhaling, stepping forward into the large pose, opening the shoulders, look up. Next, stepping forward into Uttanasana, all the way out to the lungs, watching the hamstrings. Coming up with the back straight, pressing the ground away with the feet. And the next round, again, let's take a deep breath. Om Surya Namaha. Relaxing the arms, inhaling, reaching up high. Exhaling, Uttanasana, the standing forward bend. Bending the knees, look up, right leg stepping back. Then the kneeling lunge pose and crescent moon from the prayer posture in front of the chest. Carefully arching the spine in the shape of a crescent moon, looking up, watching the balance without holding the breath. Hands down on the floor, plank pose, Palankasana. From the plank into the push-up, Chaturangasana, without touching the floor. Inhaling, pushing up in a straight line. Downward facing dog. You can move the feet about 5 centimeters closer to the hands. The sequence with the heels, bending the knees, open the shoulders. Then straighten the legs and heels down to the floor. Even pressure from the left and the right hands. Opening the shoulders away from the ears. Can you lengthen the exhalation? Next to an exhalation, plank pose. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Take care of the lower back. Exhaling, downward dog. Lifting the right leg high up. Inhale. Exhaling, stepping forward between the hands. From high lunge into the low lunge. Back knee on the ground. Prayer pose. Watch the balance. And crescent moon, Anjaneyasana. Watching the spine, open the chest. Exhaling the hands. Line with the toes, high lunge, exhaling Uttanasana, all the way out to the lungs. Pressing the feet on the ground, coming up with the back straight, open the chest. And the last round, again, let's take a deep breath. Om Surya Namaha. Relaxing the arms, inhaling, reaching up high. Exhaling Uttanasana, coming down with the back straight. Bending the knees, left leg stepping back. From high lunge into the kneeling lunge, preparing for Anjaneyasana. Watching the balance, arching the spine, in the shape of a crescent moon, without holding the breath. Hands by the side of the front foot. Stepping back into the plank pose. Straighten the spine, tucking the tailbone. Next exhalation, coming down into Chaturangasana. Without holding the breath, inhaling, coming up in a straight line. Downward facing dog pose. You move the feet about 5 centimeters closer to the hands. Then the sequence is the heels, bending the knees, open the shoulders. Straighten the legs and heels down to the floor. Keep pressing from the hands. Relaxing the head, looking back at the toes. Can you lengthen the exhalations? If it's difficult to breathe, you can exhale to the mouth. One more breath in a dog pose. Next exhalation, the plank. Inhaling upward facing dog, washing the lower back, not to force. Exhaling down dog. Left leg inhale, lifting up high. Exhaling swing to the front. From high lunge into the kneeling lunge. One more time, the crescent moon. Opening the chest, the heart center, Anahata chakra. Exhaling the hands. Inhale the high lunge. Exhaling Uttanasana, the forward bend. Gradually all the way out in the lunge. Coming up to the back straight, arms to the sides to open the chest. Finishing the salutations in a prayer pose, front of the heart. Inhaling, standing tall. Exhaling the arms. Breathing in. Now coming down in a prayer pose in front of the chest. Pressing the palms together, open the shoulders. And holding the forward bend for a few breaths. If we need more warming up for the legs, the move from the warm-up sequence, checking the fists behind the upper legs, or by the side of the spine to relax the lower back. Then holding the hands behind the knees and slowly sliding down over the calf muscles. Take care not to overstretch. Always listen to your body. Opening the shoulders and relaxing the head. Again, we are lengthening the exhalations. Holding for one more breath, the forward bend. Bending the knees, look up, recovering the legs, open the chest, and the right leg stepping back. From the lunge pose, standing up to the side, and the side warrior pose, Virabhadasana, second variation, checking the alignment of the feet. Then if you're ready, open the arms parallel to the floor, lunging towards the front, looking over the front hand and relaxing the shoulders. Trying to keep more weight on the back leg, less pressure on the front knee. Next, on inhalation, lifting the front hand up to the ceiling, exhaling the counter pose, straightening the front leg, gently stretching the left side of the body. And the triangle pose, Trikonasana. It is somebody pulling you from the front, sliding level to the ground first, then holding the lower leg at the comfortable point, open the chest to the side, finally reaching out with the upper arm. Trikonasana, the triangle pose. It's very easy to touch the ground, moving your fingers down on the floor, behind the heel. Possible the base of the fingers. You can feel the opening on the right side of the body. Keeping the upper wrist relaxed. Next exhalation, circling the arm over the ear, down towards the ground. Inhale, lift up. Second time, circling one more time to relax the upper shoulder. And standing up, turning to the side. One more time, side warrior pose. Now the peaceful warrior, moving the left arm above the head and the right arm behind the back. If possible, holding the upper leg, opening the left side of the body, continuing to the side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Reaching out with the right arm above the head, checking the hips. If everything is fine, coming down into the stronger variation, hand. If it's difficult outside, then inside of the foot. Which way is easier to lower the hand? Choose that variation. Pressing from the back foot, look to the side, and reaching out with the upper arm all the way to the fingertips. Next exhalation, circling the arm, relaxing the shoulder, and the second time, easy circle with the upper arm. Standing up to the side, turning the feet, and the wide squatting pose. Using the hands to support the balance, 2 times moving from side to side. Stretching from the left to the right heel. Watching the hips. One more time, stretching the left leg, looking to the front of the mat. After finding the balance, rolling around the left heel, rolling with the big toe in a wide open circle. 2 times also in the other direction, rolling both ways. Then moving to the other side, and then rolling around the right heel. 2 times reversing the move, reaching to the pressure points around the heel. Pushing up with the hands, checking the alignment with the feet, outside of the feet parallel, coming down into a wide standing forward bend, relaxing the head, keeping the hands same wide as the shoulders, checking the neck is relaxed, 2 times turning the head from side to side, just to make sure the neck is fully relaxed. If you feel too much pressure, exhaling to the mouth, you will release the pressure from the head. Next variation, turning the fingers back to the heels and walking away with the hands in between the hips, back to hips, very nice. Opening the hand a little bit wider to also open the chest. This posture, a little bit bend the elbows, this will help to open the shoulders. Holding for one more breath. Then slowly coming out, moving the right hand to the straight line under the right shoulder, and the one standing twist, reaching out to the upper arm, looking up towards the ceiling, changing to the other side, left hand under the left shoulder, and twisting the other way. Pushing up from the hand, turning the hips and the chest to the front for the hero pose. You can hold the hips for a better balance. And if you're ready, opening the arms, lunging to the front, and the hands by the side of the ears. If it's difficult for the shoulders, you can maybe bend the elbows. Looking level to the ground, the chin is level to the floor. And we are trying to move the arms beside the ears to fully open the chest. Keeping more weight on the back leg, less weight on the front knee. One more breath in the hero pose. Inhaling the praying hero, locking the fingers, reaching out to the index fingers, look up. Exhaling, coming out into the grasshopper pose. Moving the front foot all the way to the side of the mat. Both hands inside of the front foot. Coming up on the back toes. Looking down to the ground to relax the neck. Can we keep same weight left and right hands? Next, carefully moving the back knee onto the floor, relax the hips. You like to try a stronger variation, moving the right elbow away from the front foot on the ground, and then also the elbow closer to the foot, both elbows on the floor. Checking the hips, if everything is fine, carefully lifting the back knee. If it's too much, we can keep the knee on the floor. And just to relax the head, we can place one fist on top of the other, relaxing the forehead on the top fist. Neck is relaxed. Carrying same weight left and the right elbows. And one more breath. Then lowering the back knee, hands in the front. Exhaling, sliding back, relaxing the hips. Inhale, slide forward and look up. Few times sliding back and front, relaxing the hips, opening the chest as we are looking up, lightly stretching the throat. One more time sliding back and front. Next, placing the hands behind the front heel. Moving the elbow, upper arm under the knee, can you lift the leg off the ground and the strong direction of the plank pose, straightening the back leg. Same weight left and right hands. Test your strength by bending the elbows but don't force. Try to keep the shoulders open. If it's difficult to breathe, then breathe to the mouth. When you feel it's enough, push up, plank pose, coming down into the beach posture and lying on the belly. Placing the hands one on top of the other, looking to one side, relaxing the shoulders, recovering the breath, pointing the big toes together and the heels rolling out to the side to relax also the knees. After a few breaths, turning the chin to the other side, gently stretching both sides of the neck. Exhaling long and deep. Breathing is slowing down. Moving the chin to the center, opening the feet in the back, wider apart, pressing down on the top of the feet, locking the fingers and coming up with the chest into the snake pose Sarpasana. Breathe into the posture. If it's difficult, exhale to the mouth, then relax. A few times with the breath, without holding the pose, inhale, come up. Open the chest, widen the shoulders, exhale, relax. Inhale into the snake pose and exhale, relax. Just one more time. Coming up high and moving the hands in the front into the Sphinx pose. Checking alignment, the elbows are under the shoulders, lower arms parallel with the sides of the mat. Relaxing the shoulders, open the chest. Then carefully coming up on the palms and into the Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. If it's difficult, bend the elbows, don't force. You feel very flexible, straighten the arms. Check if you can roll down the shoulders. Then preparing for the push-up, hands under the shoulders, tucking the tailbone, lifting the knees, hips and the chest from Chaturangasana. Inhale, push up in a straight line, downward facing dog pose. Remember the sequence with the heels and the knees. Then straightening the legs and heels down to the floor. Spending a few breaths in the dog pose. Pressing from the hands and opening the shoulders. Pulling up the kneecaps will help to straighten the legs. Then with the right leg, lifting the right leg hard up, opening the hips. Exhaling, swinging to the front between the hands. And we can do the same standing sequence on this side. Starting with the side warrior pose, Virabhadrasana, second variation. Very nice. Keeping the back leg straight, relaxing the shoulders. Looking over the front hand into a far away distant point. Relaxing the face. If you feel the wrists are tense, first make them more tense, make fists. Then as you open the fingers, feel the free flow of the energy to the arms, so the wrists are relaxed. Next inhalation, open the front hand up to the ceiling, exhaling the counter pose, straightening the front leg, gently stretching the right side of the leg. Then we can continue into the triangle pose, sliding level to the ground, keeping both legs straight, opening the chest to the side, reaching out with the left arm, Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Can you keep same weight on the front and the back legs? Check if the upper wrist is relaxed. If the wrist is tense, we can move the fingers a few times, opening the flow of the energy to the upper arm, the left side of the body. Next exhalation, circling the arm over the ear, down towards the ground. Inhale and lift up. Second time, easy circle with the upper arm to relax the shoulder. Standing up, one more time into the side warrior pose. And then the peaceful warrior, moving the right arm above the head, left arm behind, wrapping it around the hip, if possible, bending the knee in the front, the side warrior pose. The front knee also bend, yes. if you can touch the hand to the upper leg. Next, continuing to the side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Reaching out to the upper arm. Let the upper arm fall in line with the spine. Very nice in the upper arm. And then to relax the neck, look to the side of my head. Yes, feel the spine is in straight line with the neck. Very nice. Holding for one more breath, the side angle pose. Next exhalation, circling the arm over the ear, down towards the ground. Inhale, lift up. Second time, easy circle with the upper arm to relax the shoulder. Standing up, turning the feet to the side. And the side squatting pose. Moving a few times from heel to heel. Then stretching the right leg in the front. Coming up on the fingertips. Moving the right arm across the straight leg. And slowly, without forcing, slide out with the heel. Take your more to force. Try to keep more weight on the hands so you feel less pressure on the hamstrings and the hips. When you feel it's enough, please stop, force. Then using the hands to change to the other side. Let's try this variation. So the left arm across the straight leg. Slowly, slowly sliding down. Don't force, yes, feel the hips. Again, use the hands in the front to stand up into the wide standing forward bend. Checking the alignment outside of the feet parallel. Coming down. This time, moving the hands behind the heels. Let's try this variation. If you need more warming up, of course, you can drop behind the calf muscle, the hamstrings, and also the lower back. And then holding behind the knees and slowly sliding down, if possible, over the calf muscles. If very flexible, holding behind the heel. Using the hands to open the shoulders, but without pulling. Take care not to force with the hands. Check if the neck is relaxed. Can you turn the head freely from side to side, releasing any tensions from the neck. One more breath. Then with the right hand, under the right shoulder, the wide standing twist, reaching out to the left arm, looking up towards the ceiling. After a few breaths, reversing to the other side. Left hand under the left shoulder, reaching out to the right arm. Pushing up, turning the hips to the front for the hero pose. Virabhadrasana, first variation. Lunging forward, opening the arms, relaxing the shoulders, moving the arms beside the ears. Keep pressing down on the back foot, protecting the front knee. Remember the breathing. Can you lengthen the exhalations? Now the praying hero pose, locking the fingers, inhale, look up. Exhaling, coming out, relaxing the front knee. And the grasshopper pose. Moving the front foot all the way to the side of the mat, coming up on the back toes, and hands under the shoulders, yes. Checking the alignment. If you can move the heel to the side of the mat, this will give you more space for the hand. Keeping the hands same wide as the shoulders, so we can breathe fully into the lungs. Next, lowering the back knee. Starting with the left elbow, which is from the front foot, the easiest side. Left elbow carefully on the ground. Check the hips, if possible, also the right elbow. If all is going well with the hips, lifting the back knee, otherwise keeping the knee on the floor. Remember the fist, one fist on top of the other, and relaxing the forehead on the toe fist. One more breath in this variation of the grasshopper pose. Resting the back knee on the floor, hands on the ground, palms, pressing back on exhalation, lifting the front toe so it's easier to straighten the leg. Inhale, look up, open the chest, lightly stretching the throat, a few times sliding back and front. One more time, sliding to the front. And then for the stronger variation of the plank pose, moving the fingers behind the heels. If you need to warm up the wrists, you'll be squeezing over the wrists, and then lifting the front leg to the side, straightening the back leg. How much you can bend the elbows, test your strength. Remember breathing into the pose, carrying same weight left and the right hands, watching the wrists. When you feel it's enough, stepping back, and now resting in a child's pose, lowering the knees and sliding back from the rabbit, placing the hands. If you feel a little bit tense in the lower back, dropping the hands by the side of the spine, relaxing the lower back. Then resting the hands by the side of the feet, dropping the weight from the shoulders, recovering the breath, relaxing all the body on the ground. Giving all the weight of the body to the ground, releasing all the tensions from the body. Next we can sit up, and let's try this, placing the hands halfway between the knees and the hips, lifting the knees, crossing the feet. Can you come out, or otherwise? Okay. And shaping our tensions from the knees and the hips. Lifting the kneecaps, massaging the knees. Rolling with the feet to relax the ankles. Few times rolling with the knees from side to side, checking the alignment, knees and the heel. Rolling from side to side to relax the lower back. Then rolling to the right side and a little twist. Changing the hand in the back, pressing the ground away with the palm. Inhale, open the chest, widening the shoulders. Exhaling, twisting and turning the upper body and looking over the right shoulder. If it's possible, let's placing both hands by the side of the leg. Can you see the foot behind the right shoulder, looking over the right shoulder. After 3 breaths, changing to the other side. Starting with one hand to the center of the neck. Feel how is the twist going, how are the ribs. If all is going well, placing both hands by the side of the mat for a little bit stronger twist. Looking over the left shoulder, if possible, check if you can see the foot on the ground behind the left shoulder. Coming to the front, and moving the feet closer towards the hips. Hands holding the feet, few times rocking the body from side to side. Then stopping the center and moving the knees, butterfly move, Tityasana. Keeping the spine straight and shoulders relaxed. Flapping with the knees as the wings of the butterfly. Freeing up the legs, the knees and the hips. Slowing down with this flapping move. Inhaling, lifting the knees, open the chest. Exhaling, slowly lowering the knees towards the floor. The slow way of the butterfly move, lifting on inhalation. Exhaling, let the knees fall down, closer and closer to the ground. Each time we can move the knees slightly closer to the floor. One more time. Holding for a few breaths. Straightening the spine, relaxing the shoulders. For the forward bend, moving the feet a little bit away from the body, so lowering upper legs in the right angle of 90 degrees. Inhale, open the chest. Exhaling, lightly supporting the knees with the elbows, so it's easier to keep the knees down. As we are bending forward, we are looking to the ground to relax the neck. Take care not to force with the elbows. If more flexible, placing the hands on the ground. Can you reach with the elbows to the floor in front of the lower legs?
Should I come there? Okay.
We are looking onto the ground to relax the neck. Checking the distance between the ears and the shoulders. Lengthening the exhalations. Let the knees fall out to the sides. Breath by breath. On exhalation, coming into deeper and deeper forward bend. Coming to a point where the stretch is strong but still without pain, and then relax there. And slowly coming out, helping with the hands, pressing down with the palms so it's safe for the lower back. Slowly coming up, then straightening the legs. Again, shaking our tensions from the knees, lifting the kneecaps, massaging the knees, feet at the ankles. Now for the next pose, moving the sitting muscles from under the buttocks. And the seated forward bend, Paschimottanasana pose, inhaling straightening the spine, exhaling carefully, watching the lower back, coming down, possible holding the toes from above, if more flexible by the sides, using the hands to keep the feet parallel, watching the breath, inhale, straighten the spine, open the chest, exhaling and keep coming down into deeper and deeper forward. Without forcing, listening to the body, in this case watching the lower back and the hamstrings, the two sensitive areas in every forward bend. Checking the distance between the ears and the shoulders. You can feel the breathing slowing down. Lengthening the exhalation, focusing on the breath, listening to the sound of the breath as you inhale, and the sound of the breath as you exhale. The soft hissing sound from the back of the throat, staying with the breath in the present moment. When you like to come out, slowly moving the hands under the shoulders, pressing up, protect the lower back, and the counter pose. Moving the hands by the side of the hips, make sure the wrists are formed up, keeping the feet parallel, same line as the hips, and the tabletop pose. Coming up on inhalation, checking the alignment outside of the feet parallel, lifting the hips, and if possible, look up at the ceiling. If you feel the neck is tense, slowly turning the chin from side to side, moving from the left to the right shoulder. Keep pressing up from the palms, tucking the tailbone to lift the hips a little bit higher up. One more breath. Then coming out of the tabletop pose, relaxing the tensions with the wrists and the hands. And next, coming all the way to the top of the mat for the boat pose, one core strengthening move. Find the balance just under the tailbone. For a start, you can hold under the knees. Then you have better balance. I hope I wash my feet.
I like it.
And doing yoga. Hi, Jason. Then crossing the big toes. Inhaling the rolling ball without touching the ground. Exhale, lift up. And the second time, if it's difficult, bend your knees. And the third time, they're holding off the ground for a few breaths, crossing the big toes, pointing the toes back so it's easier. Just point the toes back. One more breath. Coming out, crossing the feet, looking over one shoulder, easy twist to relax the lower back. Twisting to the other side. Then the easy rocking back and forward, using the hands and the elbows, exhaling, rocking back, inhaling, rolling forward, rocking back and front a few times, waking up the spine. You can feel each vertebra rolling to the ground. One more time, rolling to the feet. Then stepping back with the feet. And warming up for the handstand with the dolphin move. Checking the distance between the elbows. Locking the fingers, moving the knees together a little bit behind the elbows. Exhaling, sliding forward. Try to keep the spine straight, tucking the tailbone without touching the floor. Inhale, push up. So a few times sliding back and front. An exhalation, sliding forward. Inhaling, pushing up. Then you lengthen the exhalations to recover the breath. For a stronger variation, turn the toes, straighten the legs. With the legs straight, a much stronger variation. Try to keep the spine straight, as in a plank pose. Exhaling, sliding forward. Inhale, lift up. One more time, coming level to the ground, holding the posture, the elbow blank. Pulling up the kneecaps, tucking the tailbone. Like to try variation, lifting the left toes on the right heel if possible off the heel. Now bend the knee, keeping the knee and the foot off the ground. Open the shoulders and then change. Right toes, left heel or above the heel. Last variation, bending the knee, resting in the chest pose. You can move the forehead on the fist to relax the neck. Wait for the breathing to return back to normal. And then the headstand Sirsasana.
Okay. Right.
Beautiful headstand, see. Let's remember the shoulders, open the shoulders. Nice. Using the core. Nice. Same pressure from the left and the right elbows. Yes, very nice. Keeping the feet side by side. Remember the shoulders, strong and open. Throughout the posture, lifting the shoulders up, away from the ears. If possible, lengthen the exhalations. Anytime you feel out of breath, just exhale to the mouth. From time to time, check the neck. Keeping all the way to the shoulders and the arms, elbows. When you start feeling the weight is coming to the neck, just slowly come out. Till you come down, please lift the shoulders, all the way shoulders lifting, then release to the ground, and then resting on in the chest pose. You can also place one palm flat on the ground in front, and the fist, and the forehead relaxing over the fist. Or otherwise, chopping the hands by the side of the spine, relaxing the lower back. Recover the breath, resting in the chest pose for the same amount of time as in rest. Lengthening the exhalations. Breathing slowing down. Bring your right arm up. Lifting the forehead and just making sure that the neck is fine, lowering the chin towards the chest. And the half circle in the front. Rolling the chin for one shoulder, exhale to the chest and to the other shoulder. Inhaling on one shoulder, exhaling, circling in front of the chest. One more time coming to the chest. And next, one more from the Qigong practice, opening the palms by the side of the ears. Exhale, look up, slightly lifting the chin. Inhaling, opening from the heart. Exhaling in 3 parts. Opening from the heart, exhale. And one more time. And then the shoulder stand, Sarvanasana. So maybe better to place the head this way because then you need space for the plank pose. So lying on the back, hugging the knees, a little bit rocking the body from side to side a few times. And you feel the lower back is warmed up, then stopping in the center, keeping the legs straight, pointing up towards the ceiling, placing the hands and the elbows close to the body, pressing down on the lower back, the upper back, looking from the toes towards the knees, we'll be stretching the neck closer to the ground. Hold the spine is flat on the ground, keep pressing the palms and strong core, inhaling coming down with the legs without touching the floor, exhale, lift up. Second time, breathe in and breathe out. And keep moving, so try to keep the lower back on the floor without lifting the lower back. And next, can you do the same with the arms above the head? Holding the head with the hands, let the elbows fall out to the sides. Inhaling, lowering the legs. Exhaling, lift up. At the same time, try to press on the lower back. If you want, you can cross the big toes, maybe it's easier. Now, next on exhalation, can you come all the way to the plank pose? Roll over and roll down. Yes. And roll down without touching the floor. And the second time. Very nice massage for the spine, using the core. One more time, when you roll over, then stay in the plank pose. And then prepare the hands for the shoulder stand. Moving the hands by the side of the hips. Find a place for the elbows. Then only lifting the right leg up. Supporting the hips with the hands. Hands supporting the hips, yes. Then change the legs. And both legs up into the shoulder stand. Keeping the chin in the center. Pressing down on the shoulders, elbows. Carrying all the weight on the shoulders. Very little pressure on the neck. In the shoulder stand, we are focusing on the flow of the energy from the feet, the legs, hips, and the chest, and through the throat. And when you like coming into the plank pose, what to do with the hands? You can place the hands on the floor. If more flexible, locking the fingers. Pressing on the toes to ease the tension from the neck, pointing the toes back to the head so it's easier for the neck. In the plank pose, focusing on the forehead, point between the eyebrows, the third eye center. From the plank, carefully let go with the hands. Can you move the knees by the side of the ears, hiding the head pose, Karnapirasana. Carefully helping with the hands, hold your heels without forcing. Try to move the knees by the side of the ears on the floor. Watch your neck, please don't force. If possible, hold the hands above the knees, so help with the hands. Yes, and knees by the side of the ears. Yes. Can you hold the opposite wrist? Slowly coming out, catching the big toes with index and middle fingers, and this variation of the plank pose, halasana, by holding the big toes. Then straightening the legs. And then slowly open the toes on the ground sideways, opening the feet, still holding the toes on the floor above the head. The wider we can open the legs, easier for the neck. Opening the legs wide, we'll move the weight to the shoulders. Pull out the kneecaps, take care. Then when you want to come out, slowly sliding the toes on the ground together above the head. Keep holding the toes. Still holding the toes and slowly rolling out vertebra by vertebra. And then rolling up on exhalation without kicking. Pulling from the toes, rolling up and down a few times. Very nice massage for the spine after the shoulder snatch sequence. A few times rocking up and down without kicking, so just using the power from the core. And one more time to the tailbone, hugging the knees, and then rocking the body from side to side to relax the lower back. And from the center, carefully rolling moving the knees to the left side, and the right arm, the lion twist. After a few breaths, reversing the move, moving the knees one at a time to the right side, and reaching out to the left arm, left shoulder. Back to the center. And the last move, the practice, inhale, opening the arms, fresh air into the lungs. Exhaling, Pavanuktasana, hugging the lower legs, possible knees towards reaching. Inhaling with the arms, opening the chest. Exhaling in Pavanuktasana, the embryo pose. And one more time. Exhaling slowly and deeply. And then Shavasana, the final relaxation. So lying on the ground, let the feet roll out to the sides. If you feel the neck is tense, you can move the head looking from left to right a few times to relax the neck. And then stopping in the center, closing the eyes and focusing on the breath. Inhaling, you can feel the belly rising, exhale, and the belly falling. Relaxing all the body on the ground. As the breathing is slowing down, a sense of great relaxation spreading all over the body. Releasing all the tensions from the body, dropping all the worries from the mind. Let go of all what you don't need to carry. Relaxing the body and relax the mind. Awareness back into the physical body, connecting with the breath, belly rising and falling with the breath, the flow of the air to the nostrils. Feel your body lying on the ground and touching the floor. Can you feel clearly which parts of the body touching the ground? Slowly start moving the fingers and the toes, breaking the contact with the ground. Moving the fingers, moving the toes. A few times opening and closing the hands, warming up the hands and wrists. A bit flexing the muscles of the arms as we are squeezing the hands. And then slowly rolling with the feet, circling with the big toes. Few times in both directions, warming up the feet and the ankles. And turning the head from side to side, gently stretching the sides of the neck. Warming up the body part by part after Shavasana, the final relaxation. Then leaving the chin in the center, carefully stretching the arms high above the head. If difficult, you can bend the elbows. A nice easy stretch throughout the body. And then again holding the knees, same as you did after the shoulder stand, hugging the knees. And gently rocking the body from side to side, warming up the lower back before sitting up. From the center, rolling to the right side. And then coming up. Like to chant only 2 times, so you can come into a comfortable cross-legged pose. Finding a relaxed center, in the chest open and the spine straight. Let's take a deep breath. Hi, Jensen.